Muharram, the first month of the Islamic lunar calendar, is a time of profound significance for Muslims around the world. It marks the beginning of the Islamic New Year and is a period of reflection, remembrance, and spiritual renewal. Central to Muharram is the day of Ashura, the 10th of the month, which holds deep historical and religious importance for both Sunni and Shia Muslims. The background of Ashura is rooted in the early history of Islam. It commemorates a series of events that have shaped Islamic tradition and identity. For Sunni Muslims, Ashura is a day of fasting and reflection linked to the Prophet Muhammad's tradition. According to Islamic tradition, it is believed that on this day God saved Moses and the Israelites from Pharaoh's tyranny by parting the Red Sea. In gratitude for this divine intervention, Prophet Muhammad observed fasting on Ashura and encouraged his followers to do the same. For Sunnis, fasting on Ashura is a means of seeking forgiveness and drawing closer to God. It is important to clarify that while this event is significant in Islamic tradition, Jews do not observe Ashura. The Jewish tradition commemorates the salvation of the Israelites from Pharaoh during Passover, not Ashura. Passover, observed in the spring, involves rituals and a special meal called the Seder. The Jewish Day of Atonement, Yom Kippur, which is a day of fasting, repentance, and prayer, is different from Ashura and occurs on a different date in the Jewish calendar. For Shia Muslims, however, Ashura carries a different and deeply poignant significance. It marks the anniversary of the martyrdom of Hussein ibn Ali, the beloved grandson of Prophet Muhammad, at the Battle of Karbala in 680 CE. This event, which occurred 50 years after the Prophet's death, is a defining moment in Shia history. Hussein's stand against the tyranny of the Umayyad Caliph Yazid bin Muawiyah is seen as a timeless symbol of resistance against injustice and oppression. The events of Karbala are remembered with intense mourning and reverence. Shia Muslims commemorate Ashura through various rituals and practices. These include mourning processions, recitations of the tragic events of Karbala, and self-flagellation or chest beating known as matam to express grief and solidarity with Hussein's suffering. The message of Karbala is central to Shia identity, emphasizing the values of sacrifice, justice, and steadfastness in the face of tyranny. The tragic killing of Prophet Muhammad's grandson, Hussein ibn Ali, is viewed with universal abhorrence throughout the entire Islamic Ummah. Caliph Yazid, under whose rule the Battle of Karbala occurred, is condemned by almost all Muslims. Yazid is also held responsible for subsequent tragic events at Mecca and Medina, further cementing his negative legacy within Islamic history. Many Sunnis also reflect on the events of Karbala as a historical lesson on the importance of justice, the dangers of tyranny, and the need for moral integrity in leadership. Although the observance of Ashura differs between Sunni and Shia traditions, both perspectives underscore the significance of the day and its teachings. Despite these differences, Muharram and Ashura offer a powerful reminder of our shared human values. They call upon us to reflect on the principles of justice, sacrifice, and faith that unite us. As we remember the trials and tribulations of the past, we are also reminded of our common heritage and the bonds that tie us together. Let us use this sacred time to bridge our divides, to foster understanding and empathy among our diverse communities. By focusing on our shared values and mutual respect, we can honor the spirit of Muharram and Ashura and work towards a future marked by unity, peace, and justice.